Hello everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about Valentino Donna. So this is like the OG, the original Donna before all the other Donna born in Romas came about. And I finally got my hands on this bad boy right here. And I decided to pick it up because I have been really loving Valentino fragrances lately, particularly Donna born in Roma. And so if you watch my haul, you would have seen that I picked up a bunch of Valentino fragrances, and I also got some free gifts with purchase and some samples and things like that. So I decided to pick this up because I wanted to try it for you guys and review. It has been out on the market for a pretty long time, but I feel like I haven't really seen much love on this one. I feel like everyone's really talking about Donna born in Roma because they're obsessed with it, as I am. But I wanted to do a dedicated review on this fragrance right here, and I am going to do a fragrance battle with all of the Valentino Donna born in Romas as well as the Donna. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure when it's going to be out, but it will be out very soon, and I'm super excited to film that video. So this launched in 2015, so it's been out for some time now, and the top note is bergamot, the middle note is Bulgarian rose and iris, and the base note is patchouli, leather and vanilla. The main accords are iris, rose, powdery, leather and vanilla, and the scent type online said it was an amber floral fragrance. So off the back, if you know my videos, you know the type of scents that I like. I like floral, but it's a hit and miss for me. There's some floral fragrances that I absolutely love, and then there's other floral fragrances that I'm like, stay away from me. So I was a bit hesitant trying out this fragrance. So the opening is like a soft kind of lipstick smell. Like if you know this, well, if you wear lipstick, I feel like the opening smells smells very lipsticky, and once it dries down you can smell the notes of the rose, the iris comes through, and it kind of showcases the sweetness and the powder elements. The sweetness definitely comes from the rose, and then the powder from the iris, which is almost like a nutty warmth. So I feel like the iris and the rose kind of balance each other out, so the fragrance is neither super sweet or powdery. It's kind of a balance between the two. So it is a really nice, pretty scent, but I feel like that lipstick element is going to be a hit or miss for some people. Initially, I didn't get lipstick, and then once I was wearing it a bit more, and I was like, wait, actually, this does smell like very lipsticky, and it's so odd. I've never had a fragrance like that. But if you ladies or guys, anyone in fact, if you wear lipstick, then the opening of this fragrance literally smells like lipstick. Very unusual. I've never had a fragrance that has that kind of opening, but yeah, you could definitely smell the rose and the freshness come through. It's definitely a very floral scent. It's way more floral compared to all of the other Donnas that they have around, in my opinion. This is definitely the most floral. So if you don't like those and you find them a bit too sweet, then I think this is a great option. I think it's also really work safe. Like if you're somebody that's going to the office or you're working hybrid and you have a few days in the office, I think it's very work friendly, and it's kind of inoffensive as well. So I feel like for the most part, most people are going to like it. Most people who will smell it on you might get a whiff of you, and most likely will like what you're wearing. It's not something that's overly offensive or intoxicating or overpowering. It's very delicate, it's very light, it's very soft. And I saw this review on Fragrantica, which I love that site, and somebody literally kind of wrote like it was a long review, but I've literally just cut it down, and it pretty much like describes the fragrance to a T. So this person wrote that the fragrance is a feminine, classy fragrance with a bit of edge. It's like being dressed up in heels in an elegant, close-fitted dress that has a deep cut to the back or a slit to the side. The sexiness is there, but it's very obvious. It's not vulgar. And I was like, girl, whoever wrote that, I 100% agree. It's very classy, it's very feminine, it's not offensive. It has a bit of edginess to it. I feel like that that lipstick and the leather notes make it quite edgy, and then you also have the rose and the floral notes coming through, which make it quite sweet and elegant and feminine. So it's a great balance between the two. In terms of longevity, I would say it's about moderate. After some time, after about the 5-hour mark, I stopped smelling it on myself. I probably smell it more on my clothes than I did on my actual skin. But I wouldn't say it's not extremely long wearing, but it also lasts more than a couple hours, so it's a great balance. The sillage, I would say, is quite poor in a sense in comparison to, I would say, Donna Born in Roma. I feel like it's more of an intimate scent where people have to be really up close and personal in order to smell it. And I'm somebody that literally showers myself in fragrance. Like, I kind of go OTT, and even then, after a few hours, I didn't really get that projection from it. It's only when you're really up and close to the person or kind of sitting beside them that you can actually smell it. So it doesn't have great sillage, but overall it's a really nice and pretty fragrance. I think for me personally, I most likely will not repurchase it. My favorite is Donna Born in Roma. That is I was wearing that yesterday and I was like, damn, this fragrance is good. Like, that is a good fragrance, and I don't think this kind of matches up to that, in my opinion. If you like floral scents, then you most likely will prefer this over Born in Roma, because that one is more on the sweeter side and this one is more on the cleaner, fresh floral. That's the kind of notes that I get from this fragrance. So overall, will I recommend it? I think it just depends on what you're looking for. If everything I said is up your alley, you most likely will love it. If you're someone like me and you watch my channel and you kind of know the scents that I like, then you most likely will, not that you won't like it, it's just that it might not be something that you would particularly gravitate towards. I also forgot to mention price point. I think all of the Valentino Donnas are similar price points, but we'll have the prices on the screen right here, so you guys can check that out. But overall, I would give this scent a solid, I want to say 5.8 out of 10. It's a nice fragrance. I think that lipstick smell is an acquired smell, and not everybody's gonna like it. And like, if I wanted lipstick, I'd go buy it. I don't necessarily want to go smell like lipstick. But once it does dry down, you do get the nuttiness, the slight nuttiness from the iris and the powdery note. So it has different dimensions to it, and I think I prefer the dry down more than the initial spray. The initial spray is a bit overwhelming in terms of that lipstick, but I think once it dries down, that lipstick kind of goes away and then the base notes start to settle in. So that's my thoughts on Valentino Donna. As you can see, the label, where is it? Here it is. If you can see that, the actual label fell off. Like, how? Can you see that? How does it fall off? Like, explain, please explain. I don't know. And it really bothers me. I know I'm not wearing the packaging, but like, it just bothers me that it came off. But anyway, that is my thoughts on Valentino Donna. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you love it. If you hate it, would you purchase it? It's a pretty old fragrance. Not old, but it's a lot older than their newer fragrances, so I feel like most people don't really care for it anymore. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up and see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.